What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Last time out, we tried the prospects. We gave them a chance. We built a team. Started with the Mariners as the foundation. Added a ton of top 100 prospects. Ran through 2 seasons, and the results, you know, they were within the range of outcomes for sure. But they certainly weren't special. We can definitely say that. Let's see what the Oldheads can do. Of course, we started with the Giants because they are one of the oldest teams in the league, maybe the actual oldest, but I was just, I think it's got to be them or the Yankees. And so I didn't keep a ton of their players, but they're associated with being an older team, so it felt like the right team to use here. You can see we've got Brandon Belt, Brandon Crawford, and a couple of their pitchers. But let's get into the team. This is the most expensive and oldest team that you can get. You go front office first and foremost. I'll tell you, $454 million. Like, that's insane. Obviously, we're a little bit over the luxury tax, and so let's meet this squad. I raised the prices too. You want to come see these stars? Pay up. Bay Area, I know you got the money. Don't try me. Oh, Curt Casale's another Giant that we kept. By the way, I'm streaming this live on Twitch, twitch.tv/Spore if you're watching on YouTube. Kyle, ideally they would have watched the other one. It's not out yet, but hopefully if you're watching this on YouTube, you've already watched the Prospects one. Or yes, I did just spoil it, but you still want to watch and see who played well, right? Oh, I forgot to do one of my main things. I said this recently. I forget if it was the last one we did or the one before. I wish you could save your settings though, because I always forget to change like one little thing. I wish you could save a default profile of your startup league settings and then go from there. But I did turn injuries off. We got the 125 talent change randomness. I turned off the baseball cards. Didn't change this because who cares? We don't care about realistic trades. I did a ton of unrealistic ones. I changed this to 1 batter minimum because who cares about the 3 batter minimum? I took off the expanded rosters. We don't need 28. I usually turn this sort of stuff on with the trades, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because we're commissioning everything that we want anyway. So these ones are easier where I don't have to get into a lot of incrementals of the settings because we're not going beyond the first season. Oh, by the way, a lot of good fan reactions here. I see some negative ones, but they're all canceled out by all the superstars that we got. And I was keeping Darren Ruff, but then I realized starting Marte would be a much better fit for the outfield because he can play some defense. So I had to go ahead and get him. What is our fan interest? Oh, it's at 100. Can he go over 100 or does it max there? Because it starts pretty high with San Francisco. So I would think that if it could go over 100, I think it would be. Let's see here. We've got Kai Correa as the bench coach, only decent at those sorts of things. Hitting coach, handles aging, good. Okay. Pitching coach, handles aging, Andrew Bailey. He is excellent at teaching pitching though. We'll stick with it. All right, let's get started. Opening day start goes to Justin. Sorry, Max. I'm going biased there. My favorite pitcher ever. So at catcher, we did keep Curt Casale, who actually has really good catcher ability. Kyle, spoiler alert, I know you like to watch videos in reverse chronological order, but in the Angels video, Curt Casale came over and he was a nice piece for us as ended up becoming our primary catcher over Stassi. This team's main sponsor is indeed Icy Hot, 100%. Yadi Molina, again, captain, 60 catcher ability, not much of a hitter, won't strike out much, but we'll take like another 80 WRC plus. We got Votto and Big Al splitting. Now, Votto's good enough to not be platooned. That is definitely true. Like his numbers against lefties aren't that bad. They can hang, but I'm playing Al against lefties. I did promise B-Law that he'll get some burn at DH against lefties and a little bit of burn against at first base. And if Cruz is not great, because I mean Nelson Cruz's ratings aren't amazing, if he's flopping, I'm putting Votto in full time. So there is a path to full time, but right now Votto against righties, of course. Robinson Cano, 39. I mean, listen, I didn't necessarily want him on the team, but if you're gonna do an old head team and you're not gonna get a 39-year-old, are you really embracing the challenge at that point? I know he's got 45 range at second base, and that's not good. That's kind of part of the challenge. Donovan Solano, what's his split look like? Actually, he can be playing against righties just fine. Donovan Solano's not bad. He's a hot little 55. Also a captain, didn't know that. No pop to speak of. This team is paying, yeah, we absorbed the Bobby Bonilla contract just because it felt right, is what the owner said. I didn't understand it at the time, but he just said, let's do that because it feels right based on the rest of the team. Fair enough. Josh Donaldson at third. Hopefully he doesn't get struck out by somebody 3 times and then try to trash talk them for not throwing enough fastballs or something. Don't really know what he was going for with that the other day with Jeffrey Springs. Jeffrey Springs came out and said, I am proud to make fun of you. I will take a ton of pride in that. Man to man, no doubt about it. He dominates lefties. Solano can get some burn at third too. What's Turner do against righties? Oh, he's damn near dead even. He drops 5 contact, 5 eyes, so he can get some burn against at third base. Donaldson at against lefties for sure though. B-Craw, one of the main Giants, obviously sticking around here. Excellent defensive shortstop. Definitely, you know, a lucky piece to have for a team like this. You're not usually going to find a 35-year-old shortstop who's got 70 range. So that's incredible there. I don't even need him to hit, obviously, as well as last year. That'd be amazing. But give me the 2020 rate, a 104 WRC plus. I take that all day. All day. Brandon Belt, another original Giant, sticking with us. Putting him out in left. Don't love that. But, again, embracing the challenge. The difficulty of some of this, terrible defense is what's adding to the degree of difficulty. Lorenzo Cain in center, another interesting piece. 35 years old, 70 range in center field. Not going to find that very often. So we got to, doing this build right now, relishing having these 2 guys. We were actually talking about it in the chat. Oh, that's maybe another pick. We were talking about it in the chat. Cain might hang him up. He's just not really playing anymore. His body might just be done. So we will utilize him in this with this opportunity. And then Starling Marte's another good one. 33 years old, 60 range in right. So the outfield defense is definitely awful in left because I put Blackman out there. Oh, yeah, that's right. I switched Blackman and Belt. But it's not much better. 45, 40, 50 versus 40, 40, 45. So it's 6-1, half dozen the other. But Cain and Marte do make up for it. And they're quite good out there. They're quite adept. And then against lefties, Solano, Pujols starting full-time. The rotation is God tier. It is the strength of the team without a doubt. We've got Max Scherzer. Obviously, he's insane. And JV. I gave JV the opening day start. I'm a homer. Don't care. My favorite pitcher ever. But they're both gods. Charlie Morton, obviously, incredible as well. Yu Darvish, checking in at 35 years old. Looking excellent as well. And Corey Kluber in the 5 spot. I got to be honest, I'm going to make a switch here. I'm going to put Kluber in the bullpen. I think he can be more valuable there, even though his stuff doesn't jump up, which I feel like it should. I feel like he should get a 5-point boost, but okay, he doesn't. Fine. Waino actually, does he take a hit as a reliever? Or get a gain, I mean? No, he stays the same too. I just think with his stamina and everything, he just makes more sense as a pitcher, or as a starter. I mean, I guess, wow, Kluber has 60 stamina. That really surprises me. I guess they're all stamina'd out. Are they all 60 plus? Damn. 6-man. Nah, we'll go Kluber in this high volume relief role. And we'll see how that works. I think that's a better fit. Our 2 stoppers are going to be David Price and then Carrasco should be a nice stopper. Neither of them have the overpowering stuff. I usually like better stuff, but I'm trading off for the 55 and 60 control that Price and Carrasco have respectively over somebody like Diekman who's got the insane stuff but never knows where it's going. And then Bard doesn't have insane stuff but has better stuff, but then again 40 control. And I just didn't want them in that stopper role. Ooh, maybe Kimbrel. We can maybe get Kimbrel. That's not a bad one to have more of a traditional reliever. How old is he? He's actually a little bit younger, but he doesn't suck either as a person the way Chapman's behavior is. All right, I'll make the switch. You guys had some good options on the last one too. I like this. I'm open to options. This is not a dictatorship. Probably the only move I'm going to make, but I think it's worth it to get another reliever instead of another starter. Now, who do we want to... probably Carrasco. No, I want to keep Cookie. O'Day's super old. I think we should keep him. Maybe Kluber. I love Kluber, but I'll do this move. I'm fine with this. Because we have a lot of starters in the bullpen already anyway. Let's get more of another traditional starter. How's Kimbrel's stamina? He's 25. I'm not putting him in the stopper role, though. He's going to be a setup. And yeah, I got Bard. I wanted to make sure I got like some of the very oldest. Again, I didn't get every single one from just the tippy top, like Rich Hill, Ollie Perret. I mean, honestly, maybe Rich Hill should be on the team. He's 42. If we're gonna do an old head team, it probably have to come at the expense of Morton or Darvish, though. I'm a bigger fan of Darvish personally, so I'm just gonna go off my fandom, and we'll do Morton for Rich Hill. Morton's obviously way better, but it's not necessarily just about getting the best team. Oh, he's 38 though. Dang it. Maybe it is going to be Cobb. Maybe we have enough. Maybe we have enough Giants flavor. I forgot Morton was really old. Got to keep him. Fuck Rich Hill. I mean, I'm not dying to get Rich Hill on the team. I just figure since he was literally the oldest pitcher that maybe it'd be smart to get him. We could do it for Cobb. It's not like Cobb has history in San Francisco. I'm actually fine with this. And because I got the actual oldest hitter, which was Pujols. So yeah, we should have both 42-year-olds on the team. I think we should. I'm gonna do it. I honestly could have just done it for like Diekman though, and just gone lefty for lefty. Maybe that's the move. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're 4-4, which I don't have a problem with. I think this is the squad. We'll do this. We'll see what the predictions have us for it as well. All right, they like us to play 500, or he wants us to play 500 ball, the owner. The predictions say 90-72, 3 games back in the Dodgers. Okay, that pitching obviously hard carrying. 595 runs against, probably the best in the league. I don't even see another 5. What's the second best? 640, 636, 636, 633 for the Angels. That's hilarious, just because we know how shit they are in real life now, but they were good. Like I can see where that projection comes from, but it did not play out that way. Oh yeah, if we got in the wild card, like if we just get in the dance with that rotation, we are in a good spot. But we got to get there first. Let's go. Day 1 we're off, and then we get Miami for 3. Cruz play center for fun. I'll put Cruz in center for 1 month. Do you want it to be April or May? I'm not doing it late. I want to make the playoffs, but I'll put him out there for 1 month for y'all. Do April since it's shorter. Okay, yeah. We'll do 1 meme month here, and that's the only one we're going to do. We're just going to put Cruz in center, like a couple of goofuses. Kane can still DH. Actually, no, Blackman will DH against righties. And we'll see what kind of excellent defensive numbers he's going to put up. All right. We're officially ready. We have Nelson Cruz in center for the month of April, just for the memes. And then the team will go back to a normal defensive setup. And I think they got a chance here. Now, we'll see how much Nelson Cruz messes up. You know, JV's going to lose his mind. He's an extreme fly ball guy. He's going to go ape shit when it goes south, but it's going to be funny. First month, here we go. We're 1-4. What a disaster. Oh, 4-6. Oh, 4-7. Oh, God. Can't keep up with it. What if it's positive in center field? That'll be a miracle. It's not. Oh my God. And here we go again with another disastrous first month. Will it set us on the wrong path? Why is every one of our first months the worst? Do teams just like need to gel or something? I think off rip, we could probably figure out that his defense was shit, because an 88 WRC plus in a month, 20 games, probably shouldn't be minus half a WAR yet. Like that's pretty aggro, and I think we're gonna find out why. Well, he played a little left too. Minus 4.9 ZR zone rating. Let me give you some context here. So he put up minus 4.9 in a month, and that was in 156 innings. So Luis Robert actually has the worst UZR in the league this year in center field, 742 innings at minus 6.7. So let's just do a little bit of quick maths on that. That would not be good, okay? Let's just say that would be a casual, very casual when you're out there playing defense like that. Maybe too casual. Casual minus 23.2. That's all it would be. All right, so a month in the books, we're 7-14. It's not great. We've been here before. 5th in the ERA rotation. Dead last in zone rating and defensive, or in zone rating. 11th in defensive efficiency. I can think of one move that might have been contributing to that. Maybe. Who could say for sure? Charlie Blackmon's 18 WRC plus, probably not doing a whole lot for our bottom line either. Let's see what happens with just the one switch of Kane into center field. Second month, we need to be better here, obviously. We can't fall too far behind or else we just won't be able to come back. By the way, we raised the ticket prices quite a bit for this star-studded team, and people are buying. These tech douches don't know what to do with their money, so we're just robbing them blind. Let's pump them again. Fans loving it. Let's see how much we can bilk them for. Oh, great. We got destroyed by the Dodgers to open the month. Fantastic. Are we going to have another shit sim? I really don't want that to happen. So at 11 and 21, we got all our personnel. Let's see where we go from there. See if that helps. All right, still early, but it's already looking a bit dicey. I'm not going to lie. All right, 6 and 10. Incrementally better in May so far. This is not great, y'all. Honestly, I feel like this team should not be this bad with this rotation. I feel like the rotation alone should be able to make them play well. Shut up, Brandon Belt. Yo, the problem with these old players is they're not afraid to come in and just start complaining. Hey, stop playing like shit. Maybe you'll play more. Not happy with my role. So, I mean, he doesn't play against lefties. Oh, no, he does. He's actually, we had to play him. So he plays every day. Shut up, dude. You're batting fourth, too, Brandon Belt. Seriously, shut your mouth. What exactly are you crying about, my man? Now I'm moving you down because I'm tired of your bullshit. Don't come in my office saying, I want to remember how we went to Texas together. No, you didn't know me when we went there. Don't try to play that card. Shut up. At least with the rookies, they were not predicted to do well. They thought this team was going to be good, and it was the run suppression. Like, we got 4 pitchers in there. I didn't even look at that earlier. This is so annoying. Fire the GM. Yeah, that guy's a loser. Whoever built this team, what a stupid idiot, you know? Look at this. Oh, my God. 4 guys on Snowflake. All right, well, we continue on. I'm so bummed. Like, this team is just not close to competitive. And now JV wants out. Now everyone wants to leave because the team sucks. This is spiraling quickly. Dude, we ruined Charlie Morton. Just putting him in the bullpen there for 5 minutes has sunk his season. He's got the BABIP from hell. Extreme ground ball guy is not very good for a team like this. I mean, anything that isn't, you know, you strike everybody out always is going to be a problem. Oh my God. They're all complaining. You have a 5 WRC plus. Never email me, Kurt Casale. Never email me when you have a 5 WRC plus, my man. But I'll let you play anyway because Yachty is horrendous. Pujols not really doing much against righties, but still hitting lefties, so he still gets to play. Votto not hitting anybody. This is terrible, y'all. The hitting has just been a complete flop. Now, I never expected it to be good. I figure a bunch of guys in the 90 to 105 range is what I was kind of hoping for. Like not everyone, not literally everyone, but say, I don't know, 10 of the 13 guys I was kind of hoping would live in that area. Or even 9 of the 13. The 2 catchers could have been a bust. You know, I didn't know what Cruz would do. I knew Pujols was only going to play against start against lefties so that he could have some bad righty numbers influencing him, which is exactly what's happening. He's 0 for 16 against them with a 56% K rate. I just didn't expect it to be a total disaster, though. And that's pretty frustrating. Hey, y'all, I might be bad at this. Oh, cool. You know, okay, yeah, you demand a trade because you're terrible now? Great. Good to hear. Good to hear, Ground Chuck. Ay, ay, ay. What am I, Alpha 5 out here? Ay, ay, ay. Oh my God, everyone hates me. The entire team hates my guts. Remember when I looked it up, I was like, oh, well, one thing we definitely have is good team chemistry because we have a billion captains. I can't believe it still says happy. Scott Austin hates everybody. We had a second prankster here. Maybe they stopped doing pranks. I thought we were shooing for low to mid 80s wins. I was thinking like 82 to 86 wins type of deal. And then when they projected us for 90, I'm like, oh, awesome. I'm on track here. I'm in line. I'm decidedly not in line. I'm out of line, some would say. Tampa Bay, Minnesota, Houston, Dodgers, Mets, Brewers. Nothing too fancy there as far as upstart teams or anything. Oakland, moderately decent. Is a little bit surprising. Seattle flopping in this world. Remember, in the prospect world, we had Washington pop off and be really good. Miami's performing that feat in this world. Colorado is over 500, crazily enough. This is our worst sim, yeah, for sure. Outside of like a rebuild, like the expansion, I don't even think the expansion team, the Dillos, were this bad in the first year. Like this is unbelievable. Like this is so bad. 5-21 in June. Team was better with Cruz in center. Fair. On the bright side, if we know anything, it's that older players always improve further into the season. Absolutely. All right. This was a nightmare. Like, this might be the worst sim that I've ever done, ever. I don't even think I've had rebuild seasons this bad. I guess the old heads wanted me to go to bed early and not have a playoff to do. We have our last game here. Let's go ahead and finish that. We didn't lose 110. Look at that. 53 and 109, y'all. Really, really bad. Let's take a quick look at the stats here. The catching tandem was a nightmare. Casalia in my office complaining. Now, he did improve 58 points from the time that he complained. So maybe he does deserve some credit. Yachty, 49 WRC plus, just atrocious. Pujols, he had a 77, but he did what he was supposed to do, which was hit lefties. The 41 plate appearances against righties, during which he had a 42% strikeout rate, that's what held him back. Votto did not make for a good platoon because he did nothing against righties. So that was brutal. Donovan Solano, former Giant, now with the Reds. Thought he could actually be a nice sneak piece. He was a 55 at the beginning of the year, and I was really hoping that he could be a decent middle infielder piece for us too. Not that there's that much good defense at this age, but he's a good enough second baseman. 0.7 WAR. 0.7 WAR. Then we have Josh Donaldson, who was killing it for a lot of the season. Looks like he faded. 60 WRC plus in June was actually the killer. Because even the 92, 95, like that's fun. Like that's whatever. The 124 was a good spike. If he'd have put a 92 in June, that would have made the whole season look that much better. I didn't expect him to keep 144 going all year, but a 60 drop-off really sunk the rest of his year. Longo, crushed lefties, was impossibly bad against righties. My God. Justin Turner did not enjoy coming over to the enemy from the Dodgers to the Giants. He was a sleeper agent. He tanked our team on purpose. B-Craw did his job, man. 3.4 WAR, 109 WRC plus, played brilliant defense at short. He had to be the team leader in WAR, right? By a lot. Donaldson was the only other one that was close. He was the only other one that was like over 1. Belt was in my office complaining about his playing time or his role on the team when he was batting 4th and playing every day. So I don't want to hear it. He's pissed off. Lorenzo Cain, 82 WRC plus. He hit lefties as well, but nothing. We couldn't hit righties to save our lives. Cruz, 111 WRC plus, 0.4 WAR. How'd he do in center? He finished with a minus 10.8. Starling Marte was a flop too. I mean, the whole team was, so I'm not saying anything too deep when I point that out, but my God. Looking at the stats, like the starting pitchers didn't even hold up their end of the bargain. And that was supposed to be the overwhelming strength. And frankly, it's a cascading effect though, because I do think that the defense was a big part of why the starters couldn't even get on there. And any of the pitching, because the bullpen was supposed to be good too. Like the whole pitching was supposed to carry us. Max was good. JV was okay. Darvish and Waino were bad, and Morton was mediocre as hell. Again, the defense absolutely plays a role in that. There's no way that they don't. They probably played an outsized role on this team. Here's the bullpen. You got Kimbrel. Good call by PJ getting him. That worked out. Carrasco did well. He was in a little bit of a hybrid role. Although he only got 4 starts. We really pushed him as a reliever to be that premium stopper. Diekman, Robertson, and McGee, 15 to 16% strikeout minus walk rates. Not bad, but egregiously high whips. Greinke was actually excellent, hilariously enough. I didn't even have him on the original team. Darren O'Day and David Price were bad. Taking a look at the standings, Braves were the best team in, oh, excuse me, Dodgers. Dodgers were the best team in baseball with 114 wins. All three NL leaders won over 100, or 100 or more, I should say. 114 for the Dodgers, 105 for the Braves, 100 for the Brewers. In the American League, 98 for the Rays, 94 for the White Sox, and 91 for the Angels. The Angels sim so well. It's funny what happens when you don't lose 14 games in a row and you have two of the best players the game has ever seen. Crazy how things work out. Probably would do well in real life too, if you had such a team. What's that? The Angels are a real team? And they do absolutely nothing with two of the best players ever? And they're a fucking laughingstock? Wow. I just have somebody over here just giving me random facts about different things, so I appreciate that. I don't even know their name. Oh yeah, Rendon staying healthy also helped. 142 WRC plus. Well, man, I'm sorry that one was such a bust. Obviously, that's one of the, kind of the beauty of these is that you never know how they're going to turn out. But man, I don't like when they go this far under expectation, because I really, really was expecting to do well. Looking at some of the stats here, Vlad Jr. wins with a 155 WRC plus. 174 for Harpsicle. He put up a season 52, 133, 6.8 WAR. Actually, just basically matched last year, but played the full year. Orioles were not even close to good in this one. Neither were the Yankees, though. In fact, the AL East was weak as hell. The Rays steamrolled it. Nobody else finished over 500. It was the Central that sent three teams with the White Sox, Twins, and Guardians. Guardians making it at 500, which means the Red Sox and Jays were in the mix there at 80 and 82. So were the Royals, actually. High-key D's. Astros get the other wild card. Rangers and A's and Mariners, they were run-of-the-mill bad teams as opposed to ridiculously bad. The Mariners were pretty bad, 71-91, given their talent. I think we could say that they had actually a pretty bad season. But the Rangers and A's, they would have killed for mid-70s wins this year. Sed led baseball with 33 steals. Edman had 29. Brendan Rodgers hit 315. Nice to play half your games in Coors. 332 for Tim Anderson. 57 yaks for Vlad Jr. Harper's 52, as I mentioned earlier. Nobody in the AL had a 400 OBP, but Harper and Soto did in the National League. 7.2 WAR for Tim Anderson. 8.0 for Betts. Frankie Montas led the league with a 2.45 ERA. Holy shit. He was awesome. He wasn't just good. He was amazing. And they didn't trade him. Well, I guess they were somewhat decent and they have him for next year. So they're figuring like, we're not that far off. We might as well keep him. So I get it. I get it. Barrios 3.07 ERA. That's not like this year at all. No 20-game winner in the AL or the NL. 19 Bueller led the league. 262 Ks for Garrett Cole, 241 for Max. B. Woody and Burns tied at 234. Oh, that's cute. They're on the same team and they tied in strikeouts. Andrew Kittredge had 47 saves. So did Blake Trinan. They both led their respective leagues and, of course, tied for the MLB lead. Robert Stevenson with 43 after we took Daniel Bard off the team. Trevor Rogers, 6.7 WAR. We certainly didn't get that guy in real life this year. And then Garrett Cole at 7.6. I got a 1. I got a 1 score. All right, who won? No, I don't want to see off-season center. I want to see playoffs. Playoffs? Padres win 4-1 over the Guards. Okay, they come out of the wild card and get it. Hey, Guards came out of the wild card too. That would be a good series. That'd be a lot of pitching. All right, let's get some awards, and then I got to get to bed. I'm beat. DePoto got smoked. So did Rizzo. So did Avila. The Old Man Squad Season 1 breakdown. I'm getting too old for this shit. Hoko had to hit a banger from way downtown on the memes. We love it. All right, awards. Gold Gloves, American League. Bailey Ober, Sean Murphy, Yu Chang. Getting a Gold Glove. Interesting. Nick Allen, Matt Chapman, Carlos Correa, Joey Gallo. Stayed with the Yankees. Michael A. Taylor, and Brett Phillips. Brett Phillips always wins it. Did he hit this year? He did. 100. You take that all day. I mean, you love that if he can get there. He's won Gold Gloves with like a 70 in some of our other sims. In the National League, Joe Musgrove, Roberto Perez, O'Neill Cruz, Tommy Edman, Nolan Arenado, Francisco Lindor, Chris Taylor, Harrison Bader, and Hunter Renfroe. No crazy surprises there. Clase wins the American League Reliever of the Year. Kittredge, I mean, saves are not the only thing that deserves it, so I'm not saying he should have won just because of that. 211, 089. Oh, 133. Never mind. There is no dispute. I don't care if he had 2 saves. He had a 133 ERA and a 107 whip. Clase gets it. 100%. Giovanni Gallegos, that's the second one in a row, I think. I think he got it in the prospect sim too. They're just trolling me, y'all. They're just trolling me. Platinum stakes, Yasmani Grandal, Vlad Jr., Jorge Polanco, Rafael Devers, Tim Anderson, Yordan Alvarez, Mike Trout, Kyle Tucker, and Shohei Ohtani. No surprises there. NL, Will Smith, Josh Bell, Brendan Rodgers, that's a bit of a surprise. Austin Riley, Trey Turner, Tyler O'Neill, good follow-up season to his breakout last year. Acuna, Harper, and Luke Voit. Let's go. I love Luke Voit. So I would say Rodgers and Voit are surprises on that one. J-Rod winning AL Rookie of the Year, 0% surprise with B-Witt, Rutch, and Torque as the other three. That's chalk as hell. Seth Beer in the National League popped 25 homers with a healthy 119 WRC plus. Not bad. Bryson Stott, O'Neal Cruz, Hunter Green, Aaron Ashby, and Edward Cabrera. Baldelli and Melvin win managers. Who cares? Frankie Montas, we figured he would win the Cy Young. I mean, he was so good. 245, 104. I know Cole had a better WAR by like a decent amount. Is this an innings thing too? 187 to 207. So yeah, that's 20 innings. Like that's something for sure. Jake Odorizzi getting into the Cy Young vote is interesting, especially as a hybrid pitcher. He only had 14 starts, 23 relief appearances, 279 ERA, 1 WHIP. That's a damn good season. I see why he got some votes. Trevor Rogers wins it in the NL. Again, not surprising. Tim Anderson wins the American League MVP, 332 average, 7.2 WAR, were his league leading categories. And Bryce Harper, not Fernando Tatis Jr. Oh, he never really wins it in 2022 because he doesn't play half the year. All right, y'all. Well, sorry this one was such a flop. Again, I really thought it'd be awesome, or at least competitive. I can't say that I was 100% that they make the playoffs, but I thought they'd have a good shot. But we do not, and we flop. That's all right. That's the fun of these rebuilds. Again, if they all ended up winning the World Series easily, it wouldn't be a challenge. But hey, how about somebody who wins at least 65 games? Anyway, y'all, I'll be back tomorrow. Well, if you're watching this on YouTube, just stick around and watch another video. You know, maybe start that Marlins franchise you've been looking to get into. Check out our White Sox one. Check out our Orioles one. I think the Prospects one should be up by the time I post this because that's the order they went in. Anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Peace.